Let's move to the second problem in drawing number 6. The problem number in the CMRT question bank is 2.3.2 and in VTU question bank it is problem number 11. This is how the problem goes. The top view of a square lamina of side 30 mm. This is a square lamina. Okay, the edges are 30 mm each. Is a rectangle of side 30 by 20. Actually it is a square lamina, but in the top view it appears to be a rectangle of 30 by 20. That means as you move from first step to second step, the square is being transformed into a rectangle. That is what is given in the problem. 30 by 30 is the square. It's getting transformed into a rectangle of 30 by 20. How is it possible? Once again, let me complete the problem, then I will come to that. Let me identify SP1, HPC and VPC, then I will show you the position. With the longer side of the rectangle being parallel to both HP and VP. Longer side of the rectangle is 30 mm edge. 30 mm edge is parallel to both HP and VP. Draw the top and front views of square lamina. What is the inclination of the surface of the lamina with HP and VP? So basically what you are given is the original lamina is a square of 30 by 30. In the top view it appears to be a rectangle of 30 by 20. This is one thing what you are given. The second thing that you are given is the longest edge or the longer edge, 30 mm edge should be made parallel to both HP and VP. This problem is not directly given to identify SP1, HPC and VPC, but closely if you look into it or probe into it, you can identify. Now what are the conditions required for you to say that the problem belongs to SP1? There should be two conditions. One is one edge should be on HP, the other is the surface should be inclined to HP. But these conditions are not directly given in the problem. How to understand it, let me tell to you. It's given the longer edge is parallel to HP here. Parallel to HP or on HP has the same meaning. So one condition is there. Okay. One edge parallel to HP or on HP is there. Now what I want is the surface is inclined to HP condition. Where is it? It's not visible. There is nowhere the condition that the surface is inclined to HP. But I can understand it like this. Because the transformation is taking place from square to rectangle, I can imagine that this edge, this right side edge on HP, and when I make the surface inclined to HP like this, when I make the surface inclined to HP like this, then the top view becomes a rectangle. This 30 mm, which is the original 30, it will remain the same. This edge, because it is inclined to HP when projected, is reduced in length. When this is reduced in length, okay, it becomes a rectangle. And this inclination, whatever you are making it inclined, you have to adjust in such a way that the top view becomes 30 by 20 rectangle. Understood? Okay. So this inclination is not given to you. Instead of giving the inclination, it is given that the top view is a rectangle of 30 by 20. So based on that, I can find what is the inclination of the surface with HP. So the surface is inclined to HP is indirectly given to you here. That's what I want you to understand. Okay. So both the conditions that are required for you to adopt SP1 are there in the problem. One is that the 30 mm edge is on HP. The second is that the surface is so inclined to HP that the top view appears to be a rectangle. So definitely the problem belongs to SP1. Then where is HPC? HPC is this only. Surface is inclined to HP at some angle so that the top view is a rectangle. That is HPC. VPC, of course, it is there. The longest edge is parallel to VP is the VPC. The 30 mm edge is parallel to VP is the VPC. Okay, so it is SP1. When it is SP1, you will start by top view and you will make sure that the right side edge is drawn perpendicular to XY. Any problem on SP1, you will start by drawing the top view first. Make sure the right side edge is taken perpendicular to XY. If you go wrong in simple position, subsequently both the steps will go wrong. The subsequent 2 steps will go wrong. You won't get any marks. That's why simple position is very important for any problem. You go wrong in the first step, the remaining 2 steps also will go wrong. You will not be allotted marks for any step. At least if you go wrong in the second or third step, you get marks for the first step. You go wrong in the third step, you are given marks for the first 2 steps. But you go wrong in the first step, the entire problem is gone. So simple position is very important. Okay, so I'll start by drawing the square first with 30 by 30. Okay, the right side edge perpendicular. So the square has to be drawn like this in the top view. This is a square. Okay, A, B, C, D. You can name it in any way you want, but whichever edge I want to keep on HP normally, I name first. I am going to take this AB on HP as I proceed. Okay. So dimension the square, you know how to dimension. We will write it as square 30. Diagonals need not be drawn, but this should be drawn dark. The front view appears to be a line, and the line appears on XY line. So this is the position of observer. So A dash in brackets, B dash outside, C dash, D dash in brackets. Done. So this is SP1, simple position 1. Now, normally after doing this step, while moving to second step, what did I do in the last problem? I made the surface inclined to HP, projected and got the top view. But you do the reverse of it here, because that is how the problem is given. What is given? The top view appears to be a rectangle of 30 by 20. So that I will draw first. I will draw the top view first, and then I go to the front view and find the inclination of the surface with HP. Okay. So draw the locus lines. So this dimension will remain the same as it is, 30. This is AB. I have to make it a rectangle now. Okay. So this edge, you must take it as 20. So you have converted a square into a rectangle now. You should show this dimension. So 30 is taken as it is. This I have reduced from 30 to 20 and completed the rectangle. This is what is given. So if this is a rectangle of 30 by 20, what is the inclination of the surface with HP I can find. How to find? I am going to take AB on HP only. So A dash B dash should come on XY. Then what you do is just project this CD up like this. Then what do? Take this length as a radius. What is this length? It is nothing but 30. Okay. Take A dash B dash as center. This length as radius. 30 mm as radius. Use a compass and draw an arc. So this is the position of the surface in HP. In other words, this is the angle theta. When you measure this angle theta, it should come to 48 degrees. That's important. Okay. So had I given the conditions directly, I would have given like this. The surface is inclined to HP at 48 degrees. I would have given. Then this top view would have become a rectangle of 30 by 20. That is the direct way of giving. But indirect way of giving is The top view appears to be a rectangle of 30 by 20. So it is your botheration to find what is the inclination of the surface. It is your responsibility to find what is the inclination of the surface. In fact, you are asked what is the inclination of the surface with HV and also VP. Right now I got the inclination of the surface with HV, theta. Let us see what is the inclination of the surface with VP. Okay. Now let me show you how to proceed with all the three steps. This is how you started with. You started with a square. You made sure that the right side edge is taken perpendicular to VP. This is the first step. The top view is a square, the front view is a line. Second step, what did I do? I rotated this by 48 degrees. Okay, so the front view is still a line, what I have drawn here. The top view, when projected, I got it as a rectangle. Done. So till here we have done. Now how to do the third step? What does the third step say? This 30 mm edge should be made parallel to VP as well. Right now I made it parallel to HP, or it is kept on HP. On HP or parallel to HP has the same meaning. Now what should I do? Right now this is perpendicular to VP. The VP condition says it should be made parallel to VP. So what do I do? Maintaining the same 48 degrees angle, I rotate this by 90 degrees and make the surface like this. So the angle is now still 48 degrees, but this edge, you see, it is parallel to VP. This is how you have to rotate. Have you understood? How did you rotate? It was like this. AB is on HP and the surface is inclined at 48 degrees to HP. And AB is perpendicular to VP now. But the VP condition says AB should be parallel to VP. So what did I do? I must rotate it like this, rotation by 90 degrees. But you should make sure the angle still remains 48. You can't forget about the second condition. Okay, the second condition says HP is inclined, the surface is inclined to HP at 48. You can't forget that. At the same time, you are making this edge parallel to VP. So what will happen to the top view? The top view also gets rotated by 90 degrees. This rectangle, you have to rotate by 90 degrees and draw the third step. How do you rotate? You make sure that this AB, which is perpendicular to XY, is made parallel to XY. That's all. The same rectangle you will draw here with AB parallel to XY. So this rotation is by 90 degrees. Okay. So just draw a rectangle. You are rotating by 90 degrees, so B will go here, A will come here, and then complete the rectangle. A, B, C, D. So this is HPC, this is VPC. If this is the top view, how does the front view appear? Quite simple. Just draw the locus, draw the projections from here. Okay. This should be A dash, this should be B dash, C dash, D dash. This is how the front view appears in the final step. That completes the problem. Now, can anybody tell me what is the inclination of the surface with VP? Inclination of the surface with HP I got, theta. What is the inclination of the surface with VP? You are not able to visualize it here. I can't visualize what is the inclination of the surface with VP. But you can visualize it in 3D. Okay. Let me show you the steps once again. This was the first step. Second step, you made it inclined to HP at 48 degrees. And then what did you do? You have rotated this lamina by 90 degrees and you made it like this. The inclination with HP is still 48. So what will be the inclination with VP? It will be 90 minus 48, because the surface is inclined to both HP and VP, and HP and VP are mutually perpendicular. If the surface makes an angle of 48 with HP, it should make an angle of 90 minus 48 with VP. That's nothing but 42. 90 minus 48. So though you are not able to visualize it in 2D, you are able to visualize it in 3D. Okay, that's why you can straight away write phi is equal to 90 minus 48, which is equal to 42. So this point you should remember. That point is this: whenever the top view is rotated by 90 degrees in the third step, and if theta is the inclination of the surface with HP, the inclination of the surface with VP phi is given by 90 minus theta. This is a very important point. Let me repeat again. What did you do here while moving from second step to third step? You rotated the top view by 90 degrees. Whenever this is the case, whenever the top view is rotated by 90 degrees while moving from second step to third step, and if theta is the inclination of the surface with HP, then phi will be 90 minus theta. Inclination of the surface with VP will be 90 minus theta. Make a note of it in your notes. Okay. I repeat the statement again. When the top view is rotated by 90 degrees while moving from second step to third step, and if theta is the inclination of the surface with HP, the inclination of the surface with VP phi is equal to 90 minus theta. This is a very important point to be noted. Though you are not able to visualize the 3D scenario, okay, even looking at this also you can say that phi is 90 minus theta under the given circumstances, under the given conditions. So that's about the second problem. Okay. We will move to the next problem, the last problem in drawing number 6.